Okay, lemon curd tutorial. I'm half English, so lemon curd has always been in my life, and if you haven't tried it, it's freaking delicious. This is a recipe that goes in the fridge and it's good for 2 weeks. So quality ingredients are always important when you're doing this. I prefer Meyer lemons over just regular old lemons. You can use regular lemons, but there's almost like a thyme-like flavor that comes with Meyer lemons. It's perfect. You'll need 3 to 4 lemons per batch. I always use 4. You want the zest, and then you're gonna squeeze the juice. I like to use high quality European butter, either Irish butter or just the European, and I use salted so I don't add extra salt. You need 4 extra large eggs. Go with the good eggs. Per recipe, I should say. I'm doing a double batch here. And then I use the organic cane sugar. So, okay, those are your ingredients. Okay, like I said, I'm doing a double batch, but the basic recipe here is about 4 ounces of butter, cubed up, 3 lemons, 3 to 4 lemons per batch, which you're gonna squeeze out half a cup of lemon juice from. So I always just use the 4 lemons. You want the zest as well. And then it's a 1.5 cups of sugar per batch. So after I've zested the lemons, I run them through and strain them. And I always compost as much as I can. But this gets out any seeds and any of the pulp. You really don't want that in there for texture. And listen, I don't care how good you think you are at whisking eggs. You are never going to get them totally broken down and get the membrane with a manual whisk. I have found that just pulsing them for a few seconds in the food processor is the best way to get the best texture on the eggs, because there's nothing worse than a curd that has little bits of scrambled egg in it for texture. It's just awful. So go ahead, take the extra step, wash the extra dishes, and do it in a food processor. All right, and now you're ready to cook. You're gonna turn your burner on. I always keep it on a medium low. Add my lemon juice and my butter. And I do this first just so that the egg is not sitting on the bottom of the pan. But then I add the egg in and the sugar. I do it all. I've seen this done where you add the egg after. See how nice and smooth that was? Because we did it in the food processor. I've seen it where people add the egg after the butter is melted, but I have never done it that way. I've been making this recipe for years. I just keep it on low and slow and keep it all moving with the whisk. But I don't add it after the butter's melted because I'm always fearful of ending up with clumps of scrambled eggs. So basically, you're gonna just make sure you keep it moving, and I'll show you the stages here. But it only takes about 10 minutes from this point. As you can see, it's starting to get a little glassy, and the butter is definitely starting to melt. So it's important at this stage that you keep this moving, or else you will burn it, and then you'll end up with like burnt egg in there, and it's not good. So keep this going, keep it moving. Pretty soon things are going to start to change. It will go from this glassy looking yellow to a creamy looking yellow, and the second you see the first bubble appear, it's done. Pull it off the heat, pour it in jars, and I'll show you that too. You can feel it start to thicken a little bit. It will not achieve its full thickness until it is poured into jars and cooled, so don't go by that. Go by the bubble, the boil that's going to happen. All right, here you go. All of a sudden, watch. I just thought, bubbles happening. It's done. Pull it off the heat. And now you want to pour it into sterilized jars. So nothing too fancy here, but you just pour it in. And I would not cover the jars because you want that steam to escape a little bit. I'm gonna do some for my husband for work tomorrow because I'm sending him with a loaf of sourdough to bring in, and then some as gifts for the weekend too, and obviously some for our own use. It is freaking delicious. 10 out of 10 highly recommend making lemon curd. You will not regret it. It is decadent, and it's great for toast, English muffins, desserts. It's just right off the spoon. Go ahead and make it.